71st Avenue.
Like I said, folks, this is a road trip through the borough of Queens with my guide, Queens native, born and bred Ben Schmerler. We're going to visit a bunch of neighborhoods, some great Thai, Chinese, Glatt Kosher, and finally barbecue in Long Island City. But let's get started with a wonderful little bake shop right in the middle of Forest Hills called La Boulangerie.
You have to leave them a little bit more, like 10 minutes.
What made you come to Queens, to Forest Hills, to open up?
I'm living here. That's where I live. That's my neighborhood. I used to live in Manhattan, and it was too much for me. Too many people. I had to move out.
To the country.
to the countryside, yeah. The most important two things in our bakery is bread and viennoiserie.
For people that don't know what that is, explain.
Viennoiserie is sweet with yeast, pretty much. And it could be croissant, all the croissant family, pain au raisin, pain au chocolat. And you can see in those pain au chocolat all those layers. And then there's the brioche. Brioche, sugar brioche, the cherry brioche.
What goes into making a croissant? Because it's a big part of your production.
You mix it properly, you do all the different folds. You take your time between the folds to make sure that the dough is at the right temperature, the butter is at the right temperature. You don't rush things. The challenge is during all that process is to keep the butter inside.
Right. Steam from the butter as it escapes is pushing the dough up, trying to push the dough up. And then when we break that, we're going to see those little layers. I mean, I also love that about the croissant when you take them apart, how you see those layers. It's art, really.
You must have been a baker.
No, cook. You don't want to see what happens when I bake. It's ugly.
And this is what I was talking about. I love that look when you pull this open. There's a whole world inside there, a world of spirals and gluten and butter. You can see how it rose, how it was rolled when it was worked. It's just a beautiful, beautiful thing.
You learned baking at home in Brittany.
Correct, with my family, my uncle. My uncle was the 5th generation.
What is this?
It's called gâteau breton. That recipe is actually a recipe of my uncle. So this is like, that's him who taught me that.
That's
it's
so
made
cool.
by hand. If you want to have beautiful hands, you make it every
a
day.
lot of butter.
Because you'll mix that butter, flour, egg yolk for like 20 minutes by hand.
By hand.
You don't use a machine. You have the crustiness, and you see that smell?
Yeah. It smells like a cookie. It smells like a sugar cookie, a butter cookie, a whole butter sugar cookie. So I had to come out to Queens, to a bakery in Forest Hills, to eat a 5th generation handmade recipe from Brittany. I love it. We pulled some breads out of the cabinet. Talk a little bit about them.
Oh, that's one of my favorite one actually. That's very much a bread of tradition from Brittany.
I love that shape.
We drop it upside down in the basket.
That's why it gets the shape. What's this guy?
This is
beautiful.
100% whole wheat.
And look at this gorgeous color on the bottom. That wonderful sound, really dense, gorgeous crust across the top. And this is like a 7 grain or 10 grain?
5 grain.
5 grain.
5 grain. It's a lot of 5 grain.
Wow, this is beautiful.
We have
Look at this.
pumpkin seeds, sunflower, flax seeds, sesame seeds.
Beautiful crumb inside.
And you
Sorry.
smell the.
You have to.
When we put it in the bread slicer, it's like a bouquet.
Yeah, this is
And
beautiful bread.
I love to open the bag for the client, and they can smell all those grains there.
This is super healthy for you. Beautiful bakery, chef. The neighborhood's lucky to have you.
And I'm lucky to have the neighborhood. I had no idea that the neighborhood would be so receptive of an artisanal bread bakery.
Next up, Grill Point, Glatt Kosher. It's known for its shawarma. And though it may look like your typical gyro setup, no way, this stuff's a world apart. They make it in-house and it's spectacular. It's delicious.
Friends of mine that love it, like Ben upstairs, say that you have the best shawarma in the city, which is a big claim in a city like New York City. Talk to me about what's in these containers, because this spice is what's driving this.
This is my band, actually.
Your band.
Everything give us a good music, and I really mean it.
Cumin, black pepper,
Cumin, black
turmeric.
pepper, turmeric, Hawaii, which mean coming from Yemenite. This is a curry and a chicken base. Ground almond. Okay, so what we're doing right now, we mix it.
It's just flavor on steroids.
Yeah.
So this is kosher chicken. This is a Glatt Kosher restaurant.
Yep.
This is all kosher chicken, thin, thin, thin.
Thin that we can do.
And that cut you're opening. It's a leg and thigh.
Yeah,
because that's the tastiest part of the chicken to me. So we've got tubs of these boneless, skinless chicken legs and thighs that we have marinated. And this is the mystery part to me. Because I think so many places they buy this frozen, they buy this pre-made, and then yours is just so juicy and outstanding. The color on the spiral is beautiful. See this? All the little intermuscular fat just weeping down, basting it, constantly basting it.
I'm gonna make a peace pigeon for all the people of the world. No more war, no more bloodshed. Make love, respect the other, and enjoy from the love.
Beautiful. That's your beautiful fluffy rice. You've got your chicken inside here. Lovely, chef. Goes to the table like that?
Yeah.
All right. We watched this being made earlier. I have to taste this just by itself. All those spices. I've heard it said that this is the best shawarma in the city. It's the best shawarma I've ever had.
Homemade bread in our own oven here. So we made them also daily made, fresh.
All day long, lots of
All day long available.
You do a ton of sandwiches.
Yep,
Tons. People are coming in here all day long getting food to go. And you put fries in because this is like almost like great filling.
This
just
is
adds
Israeli.
a little Israeli.
In Israel, we used to put the fries into.
This is huge. This could feed a family.
Yep. 2-person Israeli.
Then we have over here Moroccan cigars,
Right,
which
wrapped
is spicy meat inside.
Wrapped in phyllo.
Wrapped in a phyllo, very thin. So we put them all together. Then we have the falafel, which is ground chickpea with some cilantro and some garlic, all mixed with spices. And we drop them right into the oil.
Share a bite with me.
Yep.
Well, look at that. Super, super crunchy. Insanely good flavor.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming over from Israel and sharing the kitchen love with us, man.
My pleasure.
I'm
I
glad.
enjoy it from each moment.
Got to thank Ben for bringing me here.
Our pleasure.
Next stop, Foo Run Restaurant, where Ben has enlisted the services of Yan Wu. She's a filmmaker, media person, author, and she's going to interpret and translate for us. This is really interesting cuisine. It's a cuisine of Northeast China. You don't see a lot of this stuff.
Where are we in Queens?
We are in Flushing, not far
Okay.
from where I grew up. We're here with Yan Wu, who I first learned of through my neighbor who said, you gotta see Yan. We met up.
Yeah.
Turned out they were big foodies as
Yeah.
well, and we since became friends and gone out here.
Well, we moved here mainly for the food because we're living in Brooklyn, and then I was working on Long Island, so we're commuting, and every night we would stop in Flushing to eat. So I'm like, just move to Flushing already.
Right.
I mean, why?
Come to the
why,
food.
Why bother? So life has been so much better ever since then. This is from Northeast China.
Right.
So the kind of unique thing about the cuisine is they have very strong flavors. So like whatever is very distinctive, strong flavor. So whatever is salty will be a little more salty than usual. Whatever sour will be more sour. Whatever sweet will be more sweet. It's cold and the influences are from Mongolia, the Russian influence. Northeastern food is usually hearty fare. It's not like very refined food, it's very hearty.
So northern, big, hearty, big portions.
Yeah.
That thing bubbling in the back, that's the beginning of the lamb dish.
Yeah.
So we have lamb breast with the bone in it, really like riblets.
Yeah.
It's a really thin piece of fatty meat with the bones going through it. Cooks really slowly like this for 3-4 hours. And then it's crusted in ground spices and fried. So it's this whole lamb breast that's braised in this concoction, and part of it is this red rice, which is why it was all red when you saw it before. And that spice mix, that cumin, because he roasted it in the wok, it just kicks you. Cumin, a little bit of a burn in the back. What a great dish. Lamb and cumin,
Yeah.
and not a lot of rice, and breads.
And breads, yeah, exactly. And potatoes, lots of potatoes.
Whoa, potatoes. So you see potatoes in this part of China.
Yeah,
What's he doing with those potatoes back there? There we go. That's blanching them, huh?
blanching, yeah. It's just jelly potato
Right.
with the green
Green pepper, yeah, green pepper, bell pepper.
Also, it's crunchy.
Crunchy.
Yeah, so it's crunchy. And they also use a lot of sour cabbage because of the long winters. So they would actually pickle the vegetables in their cellars.
That's the sour cabbage right there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They would use it for fried noodles, and they would use it for soups and stews.
Crunchy, delicious.
yeah.
I mean, cabbage, you see it Koreans with kimchi, same sort of idea.
Exactly.
Germans with sauerkraut. But this looks like tripe, looks like stomach.
海这是海里面，海这是 jellyfish.
Jellyfish. Oh, that's such a great, not a lot of flavor, but a great texture.
Yeah,
For me, not
yeah.
so much flavor, but very crunchy.
It's crunchy,
All
bouncy.
all texture.
Yeah.
Really interesting dish. And what's the one on the far side?
It's the pork intestine and pork rump.
Pork intestine and pork blood. So it's liver and intestine and blood.
The chef was just saying that Westerners don't ever order
No
this.
way. Quail, man, chopped up quail. This is a hot dish. Spicy?
One.
Spicy? This dish is only eaten, I'm sure, by Asians that know, by Chinese that know the dish. It's pork bones, pork hip bones.
Pork hip bones, yeah.
And how does it go out to the customer? How do they eat it?
Oh, it's gonna go out in a plate, and then they're gonna use their hands to eat it.
Okay.
But the restaurant will kindly provide gloves for you so that you don't dirty your fingers. And the most delicious part of it is the bone marrow.
Marrow,
So
so
you're supposed to suck the
Really
marrow.
hard, just get
yeah.
in there and jam away and
Yeah.
suck away.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so funny.
Yeah.
Pork marrow from pork hip bones.
Yeah. So this is a very typical northeastern dish.
Thanks so much for meeting us
Oh,
out
you're
here today.
welcome.
It was a pleasure.
Thank you.
Keep up your great work.
Thank you.
Great.
Ben, great curating job. 2 more stops to
My
go,
pleasure.
brother. Where are we off to now?
We are going to Yatta in Jackson Heights, one of the borough's
Yeah.
best Thai restaurants,
Yeah.
and it's really becoming a destination in its own right.
Most of the Thai food is always 3 components: sweet, sour, and spicy.
So we're making the duck salad now, Paul. Talk a little bit about the dish, the components that are in it.
The duck has been roasted before, and then she sliced and then deep fry. And then on top of that, you're gonna put the dressing, and then you're gonna add some chili, which is right now
Some chilies.
some chili.
Depends how spicy they
Okay.
like.
It depends how spicy,
This
and
is
she's
our
gonna,
medium?
she's going to add
That's medium,
some
okay.
pineapple
Pineapple, okay.
Pineapple
That's
slice.
Sweet.
for sweet, and then she's gonna
Pineapple
add
here.
some cashew nut, scallion, cilantro,
A little bit of tomato and some onions.
The mango.
Mango. So it's hot, spicy, sweet, sour. Fish sauce has this umami. You've got duck, you've got this great meat that's super crispy. Cilantro, tomatoes. I mean, you just keep adding up these layers and layers of flavor, and you end up with this really beautifully nuanced, balanced dish. This is why Western chefs really love Thai food. There's just so much going on in this dish. It's like flavor on steroids. This is a great story because you weren't trained as a chef. You had another career before this. You were doing in jewelry or
Yes,
something?
in jewelry and the grocery store.
Okay.
Yeah.
The jewelry wasn't doing so well, and then we, take on the grocery store. And then every Friday, we were cooking for ourselves, and our friends stopped by, and they were saying, "Why don't you just cook for everyone to sell it? Open the restaurant." And said, "Well, I don't think we can do it because I don't know that people's gonna like the way that we eat because it's spicy."
Like
Right, and you're cooking Thai food for
Thai
Thai
food.
people.
That's
There's
for Thai
no
people.
concessions.
No.
No take the heat down, no make it
Nothing,
sweeter.
just like what we eat at home, and it's people really like it.
Paul, tell me about lob, this technique, this thing called lob.
That is like the mixture of the ground meat, toasted rice, some cilantro, some onion, some lime juice, fish sauce, chili, and mix them together, and top of that.
So crispy snapper. Looks beautiful. Looks beautiful. Take 2. Second take here. So I would see this if I traveled around Thailand. I'd see this.
You can ask for them. Everybody should know how to do this thing. I mean,
Fried fish with pork lob. This is so good. Man, that lob's insane too. I mean, I would have never thought, because what do I know, of putting lob on top of fried fish.
Right.
But it's like if one thing is good by itself, and the other thing is good by itself, and you put them together, it's like double good, right?
exactly.
Right? I mean, this is like indulgent kind of cooking.
I never worked in the restaurant before, so everything is like home.
Well, I think that's the best to start to cook for yourself first.
true. No.
I mean, if you like it, somebody else, might like it too.
If you have a palate and you trust it and you know your cuisine, you cook.
Right.
6 days a week?
7
7
days.
days.
7 days a week.
non-stop.
So you take one day off?
Not yet. Soon.
For 4 years already.
No way.
No.
4 years, 7
In the
days a
restaurant,
week.
yeah.
Great story.
Yep.
And great food.
Thank you.
Thanks. Take the trip, man. It's sick.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. Last stop. We're in Long Island City.
This is the most exciting neighborhood in Queens right now. We're seeing more and more new restaurants. We got a great barbecue place here that I think could stand on its own in Manhattan, compete with the best. I think they just won an award.
Apparently Village Voice picked him.
Right,
That's a great.
right,
I love
right.
sites, and Village Voice has been his
Right.
best queue in the city. That's always a feather in your cap.
Like to tell you, baby, that I'm ragged but right. I'm a thief and a gambler. I get drunk every night.
How'd you get into barbecue? What got you into this? Because it's been, last 10 years, New York's been pretty amazing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I grew up in Kansas City, and I lived in Austin, Texas for a good 10 years.
That'll get you into barbecue.
Yeah, it got into me.
This right here is your Kansas City style rib tip. Find the big bone, cut that off. These things get rubbed. A little bit of brown sugar, some salt, some turbinado sugar, cayenne, paprika, and then we rub up these rib tips, and we set these in the smoker. Ribs cook for about 4 hours, rib tips for about 3, and that's how you make Kansas City style rib tips.
Tonight's this event with the John Browns.
This is Harper's Ferry Day.
And what's with the hog outside? Because that's kind of unusual.
That's just a celebration, you know? Like, we got it today from Vermont. We have a good friend who basically gave it to us for this celebration because she cares that much about John Brown Smokehouse.
This beautiful self-basting, that fat just breaks down.
Yeah, exactly. This is the belly. As you can see, after it's cooked
Dissolves.
for a good 12 hours,
Right.
it becomes what we call pig spaghetti, right? You see how it breaks up into nice strands?
You did say spaghetti.
When I moved up here, I've lived here the entire time, and it's a great community, and there's no barbecue around here, so we filled a void, I believe.
Sure enough, I'm ragged. Sure enough, I'm ragged. Sure enough, I'm ragged but right.